I'm Vikramaditya and welcome to J SOFTECH. In this session, we're going to discuss about success factors concept of assigning onboarding consultants and administrator permissions. So we're going to understand how to assign onboarding role-based permissions for consultants and administrators. Now, SAP SuccessFactors onboarding uses role-based permissions to assign access to all users, including consultants, administrators, and onboarding participants. Having all permissions in one tool makes it easier to manage and access. So consultants should assign themselves all onboarding role-based permissions in order to fully set up and implement the solution for customers. So administrators should be assigned the same permissions as well as that they have all necessary permissions to manage and maintain the onboarding solutions after the implementation. So let's understand the different types of permissions for the onboarding consultants and administrator, which permissions are typically assigned or to onboard participants, and how to locate the onboarding permissions. Those all things I have discussed in the previous session, and we can you can refer to that the previous session to go ahead and understand that. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and discuss about the permissions on the role based permissions. So for this let's take a business example. See, the organization wants to provide the onboarding administrator with same level of access as the consultant had during the implementation. So this will allow them to make a lot of changes to their setup, including creating a brand new process. This is particularly useful for business process improvements. So in this exercise, you will assign all administrator permissions for every feature in the SuccessFactors onboarding solutions. So let's get started. Now, this is the SuccessFactors screen that I have opened up here. And in this session, in this screen, you just need to search you need to go to the in search of actions for people fields, and we need to enter manage permission roles. So once we enter manage permission roles, once we type here manage permission roles, and you just select that and say enter, you have to go and create new. So into in the next screen of the permissions, this is the permission screen where you need to click on the create new. So after clicking on the create new, you will be getting the next screen wherein we have to give the permission role details. In the name and description, you need to give the role name. So in the role name field, we have to enter the onboarding admin details. And then let's say I'm naming it as onboarding admin. I'm giving the role name as onboarding admin, and then I'll click on the permissions. So once I click on the permissions, I'll be getting this permission settings, and this we have to select the scroll bar to roll down. So once we scroll down to the on the roll bar, we'll be able to see find this manage onboarding or offboarding concept. So once we click on that manage onboarding or offboarding, you will be able to see the manage onboarding or offboarding concept here on the right side, and then we need to go for select all because we want to give all the rights to the administrator. So we have administrative onboarding or offboarding, cancel onboarding permissions, initiate onboarding, API permissions, permissions to cancel offboarding. So APIs is the application programming interfaces to allow other third-party tools to interact. So restart onboarding permissions, access new hard data permissions, update new hard data for external HRIS, and create e-verify case and enable object visibility for external hires. These all options will be there. So then we need to go ahead and select all, and after selecting, we need to go for the onboarding or offboarding admin object permissions. So there you will be able to see these all options. So you need to select all this. So all permissions on this category are also necessary for an onboarding consultant and administrator. So you just need to click on all these things, and they should be given the edit option, not just the view option also, but edit option. So once we do that, we can select the scroll bar to scroll down again, and here you will find something called manage document generator. So when you click on manage document generator, you will be able to see this. You have to click on select all, so that like you have given all the permissions to the administrator. So manage document template, manage document template mapping, generate all documents and as admin, mass generate all documents as admin. So these all things we need to give. And once we do that, onboarding or offboarding object permissions we need to give. And once we select that, and these objects permissions are intended for hiring managers and other onboarding participants, but an onboarding consultant and administrator require these all well, especially for testing configurations. So then these compliance form, the object permissions are intended for hiring managers and other onboarding participants, but on onboarding consultant and administrator require these as well, especially for testing configurations. So again, we are going to go ahead with the onboarding or offboarding permissions and select all. Once we select all, we just need to go for next. And once we go for next, we will be able to see this screen wherein we have to select the scroll bar down, and after selecting down, we will be able to see this option add. So in the permission role details, we'll be selecting the add. So we'll click on the add. Once we click on the add, you will be able to see this grant this role to, and permission group. So you have to choose, you have to select this, whom do we have to grant this permissions to, and then there once you click on select, you will be able to see items. So these all are the items that we have. So once we go for this, we have to select the system administrator. Remember, we have created it as a system administrator as a name, so that name will be visible. So once you select that, and uh, so we need to click on done. So then we'll have the system administrator will be getting all these permissions that we have just now selected, and then we need to click on choose done. And once we have done that, we'll be able to see this add for external target population. So we need to choose add for external target population, and then we have to select that, and we need to go ahead with the grant rule. So again, here also we had to select the we have to click on the select, search for it, and we need to go for system administrator and add these permissions to them. So once we select that and say next, you will be asked to get the select the everyone external onboarding user using that radio button. So when select that, so we'll go for choose done. So then we'll scroll the scroll bar to scroll down. Then we have got this one as save changes, and once we save changes, you have now successfully created the onboarding admin permissions role that will assign permissions required for an onboarding consultant and